Hello, welcome back. It's another sales video, picking video. It was 9, but I said that I'm not going to make videos unless they're 10, but it's 9 sales for about 510. There's a nice gem in here. So let's find out what they are. Well, first, it's another pair of Ray-Ban frames for $58. Most of the time when I get the frames, sunglasses, they're $2 or less. And it takes a little more looking up and a little more research to type in, because they're going to have a model number, different types of numbers on them, styles that are on them, and you have to type it in. Sometimes they'll come up, sometimes they won't. So sometimes you have to put them into Terapeak and see if that specific model number or style has sold. Most of the frames that I buy is kind of on the same realm of books. They're going to be $30 minimum. If I look a model or a style up and there's only one that sold on Terapeak under what I typed in and it sold for $50, I'll still buy it for $2. One of the 4 connections, but this is 25. Utopia or Oblivion paperback, $20. This is another paperback. Most of the time, I'm not going to pay any more than $1, sometimes a little more depending on the value of it. If it's 30, $40, yeah, I'll pay more. But most of the paperbacks I'm going to get are going to be less than $1. So this one is pretty clean. It was listed recently, maybe within a week. I'd have to look at the screenshot and the timestamp on it, but less than a week. And they go in, I want to say they're 4x6. So I had ordered 6x10 envelopes from someone, and they only measured the outside, not the inside. Envelopes are measured, and boxes and stuff like that is measured by the interior dimensions, what I can hold on the inside. So I got refunded 50% of what I paid, which these were still at what I paid, thinking that they were 6x10 or 6x9 or whatever size I bought. They were like 8 cents for, I think it was 1,000. And I was like, dude, these aren't the right size. And they sent something back, to like, can you still use them? I was like, yeah, I'll use them, like, just not as often. And they're like, well, it's 50% refund. I mean, it's my mistake. I don't want to be like, it's your mistake for sure. Yeah, because I could still use them. So these are like 4 cents each. And I do use them a lot for all, not as much, because you can't fit VHS in here. You could get a beta, which I don't sell a lot of betas in here, but books and a few other loose things I could fit in there. But $20 book. Tim Hawkins DVD, $12. This is in the very, very, very back of the box. So this I've had to have had for at least 3-4 months, if not a little longer. But $12, it's gone. SWV, Sisters with Voices, sealed cassette, $25. Hannah and Her Sisters, $10.43. Not a big sale. It was in the front of the box, so it was recently listed. Now it's down in box D33, so that means that I've probably had it for a little while, a couple months. A rollerblading movie, Dustin Latimer, $40. So the guy came in, so it was send offer eligible. I sent the offer, 5%, and whatever the original amount was, 45, 5% from that, it's going to be 43 change, whichever. He comes back with $12. Generally, I would just copy paste the name and block them. So I decided this year, people are going to do that. I'm just going to decline offer and write, if you send another lowball offer, you will be blocked and you'll never be able to buy anything from my store. A couple hours later, comes back in, sells for $40. And to stick with the car theme, as I previously mentioned, $280. Oh, I like that cool reflection. I don't know if it's reflection that you could see. Maybe it's just reflection on my glass cover. There's a cool reflection right here, somewhere up there. So this is signed and numbered, 71 out of 235. These do sell. This is from July. So July is going to be, yeah, I got this one, the two Packard books. There was another, it wasn't the Edsel. It wasn't the Duesenberg. It was another older, and it wasn't the Packard one, and of an older car that I posted it, and it was gone in a day. And it was like an $80 or $100 book. So I just got this Bentley book from that same store. So you could probably consider these coffee table books, but I'm not. Well, this one more so, yeah, because I'm 6'4", big hands. I could fit two of my hands over this. So their books down at that store are 3 for $5. Disc Media is 3 for $2.50. For this one does have a little bit of, I don't know if they're, looks like something was smashed down on it a couple times. It's like little drips of glue or acrylic, but it's still clean. So this is still like 50, 60 bucks. I have acquired some nice books from there, and I have actually, since I'm showing books, these are an 1841 print. Yes, 1841 print of the papers of James Madison. They have been rebound, and they do have some foxing in it, and I do believe I showed these. I don't think I have shown them in any. I took them up to Case Western University up here in Cleveland, and I went to the library curator, and she told me instantly, it's like, no, they have been rebound. She said that they were probably rebound in the early 1920s, and it probably cost about 300 bucks then, which is well over a couple $1,000s now. So whoever had these, paid the money. These are listed for $5,000. Other listings that you can find, not on eBay, you're not going to find these. Well, I do believe, I don't know, I haven't checked in a while, but I do believe that the other listings for these papers of James Madison, they're beat up. They want, I don't know. I haven't looked in a while, so I'm not even going to speculate on it. But these, yeah, these I got the same time when I got the Black's Law Dictionary, and that was a third. It was either a third or a fourth edition. It was like 180 bucks. It has kind of like a goldenrod flower, kind of that color to it, if I remember right. And I'm also colorblind, but it still kind of had that yellow, greenish, lime colored. But that store itself, yeah, it's a good store. Now, I don't find what I got there. I got this book, maybe another paperback. It's in a video, and that I mentioned that I got that now, and maybe 2 DVDs and a CD. It wasn't much. It was like $3 total. I mean, I gave them $3 cash. So it was $3 minimum to use a debit card, and I was like, well, here's cash. So I just gave him cash. 280 bucks for this, signed, and it will go in this box, inside this bubble envelope. I'll go inside this box, and there's some paper wrap and some styrofoam fillers in there. And so I tentatively weighed it up. It's going to be $14 to ship with the additional insurance. So all in all, yeah, that was a nice sales day. It'd be nice to have a 10th, but I said I'd do these videos if it was 10 sales and over 200. I guess we'll stick with the it's over 200 part for this one. That's 9 sales for 501. So it's doing pretty good, that one. So if you like what you saw, like what you heard, feel free to leave a comment, thumb thingy, subscribe, share. They're all free. Take a second. Appreciate it. Thank you.